Main event, big boys, Dos Santos. Let's get into this real quick. Dos Santos, Junior Dos Santos. I mean, here's a guy who's been around forever. Won the title against Cain Velasquez back in 2011. That was a long time ago, but he's still only like 35 years old, I think. So he's still pretty young. He was doing the Dancing with the Stars. Did you see any of that stuff, Lewis? I don't know if you follow him on Instagram. He did like the Brazilian Dancing with the Stars. And God bless him. God bless. He's not, the most light-footed of people, but he went out there. He had a smile on his face. He did good. Had a tough fight against Walt Harris. Not Walt Harris. Curtis Blaydes, pardon me. Curtis Blaydes, very good wrestler, hits hard. But Junior, he's won some, he's lost some. Incidentally, both people, the last person to beat both of these two, Curtis and Dos Santos, was Francis Ngannou. Knocked them both out, devastating fashion. Fucking Francis Ngannou, such a fucking beast. But anyway, Dos Santos, he's been around for a bit. He's still winning fights, but he's losing the big ones. Curtis Blaydes, he's young, he's up and coming, and he's on fucking fire right now. Did you watch that fight, Lewis? What did you think?
Yeah, I did. I mean, look, nasty. I think it was like a big right hand.
Nasty.
I mean, just, dude hits really hard. This is the thing with heavyweight guys. These guys, they land it and they can knock you out. And, Dos Santos has been around for a really, really long time. So I don't know the amount of how many times Dos Santos has been knocked out at this point, because it's been a few times now, right?
Yeah, but it's not just that either. I think the main thing for Dos Santos, it was those wars with Cain Velasquez. Do you know what I mean? That takes its toll on you. Yeah, I think he's been knocked out a couple of times here and there. Maybe just look that up, Harrington. But those, obviously, he beat Cain Velasquez with a solid right hand, and that wasn't a war. But the two other matches, because they had 3 fights, Jesus Christ, Cain beat the shit out of him, picked him up, slammed him. Dos Santos would get up, he'd tee off on his face. And like that that's miles on the clock. That takes years of your career. They were bad, hard fights. He got his ass kicked for 5 rounds. Showed a ton of heart, but you don't want to go through that, man. So that's one of the main things on Dos Santos.
So now it's 5 knockouts total in his career, 3 in his last 6 fights, including his last 2.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is at the weekend as well, Walt Harris is why do I keep saying fucking Walt Harris? I mean, Curtis Blaydes. Curtis Blaydes is a very, very good wrestler. And in that fight, it's obvious Curtis was going to take it down. He talked about it. He openly said, I'm going to take you down in round 1. So, and I talk about this all the time. As a fighter, as a guy that wants to stay on the feet like Junior does and use the boxing predominantly, that's his main weapon of choice, use the boxing, he's going to take you down. Just like when I fought Tim Kennedy, it's so fucking annoying. So you start thinking about defending the takedowns, and when you're thinking about defending the takedown, then you get cracked off them. You get punched in the face because you're expecting
Let it go. To come in, so let it go, man. Tim Kennedy's not thinking about it.
I'm just explaining for the viewer, right? For the listener. I'm putting them inside the mind of the fighter, Lewis. Okay?
How much are you charging Tim Kennedy right now for the rent for the space that he's owning inside of your head? I want to know. Tim Kennedy's in there right now.
He's not in there, but let me tell you this, right? Junior Dos Santos is a better boxer than Curtis Blaydes, but because of the wrestling input, he was able to outbox him and finish him on the feet. And I was just thinking to myself, where is there a time when there was an inferior subspecies of a fighter that I went up against that was able to have a modicum of success? Well, that would be Tim Kennedy, simply because of these fucking stupid takedowns. And that's what was going on with Curtis Blaydes. He was trying to get the takedown, and then fucking Dos Santos started worrying about that, and it was a jab. Curtis came with a jab, and then just this big, huge, crushing overhand right. And I got to say, big fucking props to Dos Santos, how he stayed on the feet from that, because it hit him. It hit him, and he he wobbled, but he managed to stay on his feet. And then from there, the fight was over. He followed up. He's managed to stay on his feet. He ate some knees. Curtis threw a long combination, few punches, few knees, whatever. The ref waved it off. But man, Curtis Blaydes, keep an eye on this guy. I'm telling you, he could be champion one day. And then the funny thing was, there's DC interviewing him in the thing, and DC is fighting Stipe, hopefully, and that's not booked. And Curtis is talking shit about the logjam at the top of the heavyweight division. He wants his title shot, and DC's standing there holding the microphone. I'm surprised Curtis didn't call out DC. If he wanted attention, he wanted to make noise, he would have said, DC, I know you're holding this microphone right now, but you're the guy I want next. That's what he fucking should have done.
That's a moment right there. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude, if you were inside of Curtis Blaydes' head.
Yeah, like Tim Kennedy's in my head.
I know.
If only I could Tim Kennedy Curtis Blaydes.
I mean, look, Curtis Blaydes would not be afraid of Tim Kennedy. We know that. I didn't realize how much Tim Kennedy affected you in life until today. This is the one. We've been talking about all these other fights.
Every night stabbing his face on a piece of paper. I just stab it a lot. No, fuck Tim Kennedy, pussy. That's what Curtis should have done. He missed the trick there, man. He wouldn't have got the fight. But talk about headlines, talk about getting attention, talk about letting the world know that you're for real and you want to fight the fucking champion. You know what I mean? That would have been a solid play.
Just like really, he was like, you're sitting here with a microphone. You got a cushy job. Well, you know what, DC? You're talking about how you want to fight. Fight me, baby. Oh, security in between them pushes them.
Yeah. Yeah, do you only want to fight Brock Lesnar? You only want to fight fake fighters? Is that what you want to do?
I'm DC? A real fighter. I'm right here.
I'm right here. I'm in front of you. I'm glistening. I got my shorts on. I'm naked. I could sexually abuse you right now. There's a lot of things I could do, okay? And you can't stop me. You can't stop me. And DC would have been like, yeah, I can. I said, no, you can't. I said, I'm not just going to let you kill me, John. You know, so the security would have been involved. It would have been great.
Damn it. God damn it, that would have been a great moment. God damn it, Curtis Blaydes, you big idiot. Why did you call it DC? You missed your opportunity.
If only everybody in the world thought like Michael Bisping, the world would be a better place, right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I do agree with you, Mike. The only problem with Curtis Blaydes is he's now been knocked out twice. The only 2 losses on his career.
By Francis Ngannou. That's it. There's the only person to beat him. And Francis Ngannou knocks out everybody. Everybody.
Well, I mean, everybody except for Stipe Miocic and Derek Lewis. So that's a little bit of a weird problem because if you have 2 losses to Ngannou, you know, if I'm Ngannou, I'm sitting there going like, oh yeah, dude, put him up against Stipe for the title. I fucking knocked this guy out twice with ease. So
if you're Curtis Blaydes, because Francis Ngannou is fighting Jairzinho Rozenstruik, the BYM breakout fighter of the year 2019. It's a huge accolade for him. Francis Ngannou is fighting Rozenstruik. That's 2 big heavy hitters. If you're Curtis Blaydes, you're sitting there, you're thinking, please, Rozenstruik, knock this motherfucker out. Because if that happens, Ngannou's title shot's out the picture. And who's next? After Stipe and DC fight, well, there you go. Curtis Blaydes is right there. Beautiful. But he's going to fight in the meantime. I reckon he should take on Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis would be good. And he'd probably be able to do to Derek Lewis what DC did. You know, Derek doesn't have the best grappling defense. DC took him down and choked him out. And Curtis could probably replicate that kind of style as well, if I'm honest. Massive fan of the Black Beast, by the way. Not talking shit. I love Derek Lewis.
Yeah. Derek Lewis is the man. That'd be a great fight as well.